Alright, let's do Ace Attorney a bit. At least until then. So you were a detective when you missed Star? Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they face me, they coughed it up. They confess, they babble like babies. And you know, I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day I drag the dirt out of the mouths of suspects that's the softest, and before long they call me the Comfort Queen. Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your luscious, and you were let go of fire. I felt that I had found my danger when I became an investigator, and if this prim and proper prosecutor hadn't let me go, I'll still be one today. It's all because of that case, the SL9 incident. SL9, wait, she doesn't mean... what do you think about this? The SL incident. And it's written on that knife. And on that note. And Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know. Really. And that knife was evidence from that case, the murder weapon, and it was due for the transfer the very day Goodman was killed. And as I suspected, the SL9 isn't over not yet. And do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room, but even I fluster sometimes, so you went straight to the scene of the crime. I rushed towards the chain of link fence in an effort to stop the murder. And that's when I took this photo, yes? In other words, 5 minutes after the crime. And those 5 minutes are a whole problem, and the whole in my testimony is if I were. 5 minutes weren't the problem, is that your line was the problem. Listen, little girl, I had my testimony disregarded before, and I wasn't about to have my disregarded again. And just like that time. That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth, and were nothing to them disposable. Disposable to who? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I ever handled. And the police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence, so they didn't solve it. On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly, and the criminal was caught and executed. Executed. Yes, the criminal was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. And the only problem was they never did find decisive evidence, not a shred. What? But the criminal was executed, right? Oh, on the basis of evidence of a sort, made up evidence. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with, and some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those. Myself and one of the other person you know well. Wait, could it be? Exactly, Detective Jake Marshall, full-time Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. As a professional detective who investigates the case from every angle, Jake was particularly determined, and then it was over and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. And you haven't forgotten the SO9. And there was another side to the case, a hidden side. And that's what we're after now. And now no one of their fancy offices can stop us. Wait. Those lunches you sell. There's only one reason I can still sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet up friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate. And Miss Star's old boyfriend, how many does she have anyway? Just when all of the detectives on SNI had disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, Rookie, well, it seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yes. Then you should have this. Salubrious steak lunch. I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. Alright, steak lunch received from Miss Star. Miss Star, Officer Marshall, are you his going out? And what do you want to know? It's my private business, little girl. I was just wondering what happened to him. And a long time ago when he was helping my sister do a case, he was so nice. And he got along so well with my sister and made me jealous. And he was nice to me too back then. And this would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. But now he's so cold. Jack and I immediately cooperated on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest as if it were nothing more than that. I see. Thank you, Officer Jake Marshall. Aha, a ladder. And there's a step ladder. And what's the difference? A scientific terms, please. Scientific, huh? And look at the basic nature of the scene, Mr. Wright. This all seems horrifically familiar somehow. February 10th, department entrance. It's even busier today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast, they're blurry. And I suppose it makes sense, a detective did get killed here after all. I suppose the evidence was the scene of the crime, and according to the pamphlet we got from the desk, here it is. And she's like a kid on an amusement park. Oh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look. February 23, evidence from an entrance car station. What's with the decor in this place is very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, there's a car station for evidence room, so beyond the door is the evidence room, and the scene of the crime. I'm sure it's that way. Uh-oh. And what's wrong? It's those cacti. They're so picky, so imposing, it's hard to think straight. If you can handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. And what I want to know, if it's a car station, where's the guard? I have a feeling I know who he is already. Yipes, these jars are prickly. They must be real deal. I was saying just one would be more than sufficient. And these cacti are a lot like my sister, actually. How so? Encased in cold, rigid shell with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her. I'm not sure I see the resemblance. It's more of an attitude thing than a physical similarity. No clues here. It looks like there's a video feed of the evidence room here. And there's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of there. And there's a secretary uniform hanging here. It looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly. A leather jacket, leather pants, and leather. And what was that called again? A punchy, a pouchy, a pinchy. Oh, I know, a poochie. Wait, maybe that wasn't it. It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. I look on the floor. A lasso. It looks like it's set up a trap or something. A trap here. Oh, wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. But the lasso missed. You sure have an active imagination. Alright, let me just save in one now. The item is beyond the door. Let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it would open? I think we needed someone's permission to go in there first. Well, that was a good try. Alright, let's part23. This place is changed with a frantic energy as always. Please, huh? Wasn't that? One state lunch, please. Oh, it's you. Detective Gancho. Now it's no time for chit chat. I'm a busy man. And what I really is a stage lunch from Lunchland. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Now's no time for despair. We caught a criminal and now we just need the evidence. The criminal, you mean? You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence, right, pal? On the same day that the detective was killed in the prosecutor parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department. And the perpetrator, do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect just arrested, in fact. And it's a big scandal to hit the station ages. Everyone's topsy-turvy. But the Detective Gamsho, who was it? Listen, pal, all I know is I need me a steak lunch pronto. And standing around here taking it isn't gonna fill my belly. Oh wait, don't leave. If you want to know more, head down to the detention center, pal, and questions shoot over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later. He ran off into the evidence room. Well, this investigation is off to a running start. Alright, let's go to the detention center. February 23, visitors room. So I still feel better about things a little, and I mean they caught the person who started Detective Goodman, didn't they? Oh yes, I guess they did. Best to not go too far down the road right now, and things will just get confusing. Oh, what was that? Sir, what I'm saying, me, a perpetrator. I said I was a perpetrator against her, and that's what I say. Oh, hi, greetings, sir. Wait, I know you're... Excuse me, but is Edgeworth anywhere in the premises? And I'm here at the chief request of the chief, sir, and I got your report, sir. Officer Meeking, so you're the guard here at the detention center? No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a lost little lamb, sir. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report. No, sir, how should I say this? Wait, he isn't easy. You, Officer Meekins, you didn't, did you? Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir. What? What? Now this is an unexpected turn of events. The day of the crime. Sir, I'm a patrolman, sir, General Affairs, sir. Oh, I can hear you just fine, Officer Meekins. I had some business that day, sir, so I went to the evidence room, sir. And the guard station in front of the room was empty, sir. So normally it's a guard at the evidence room. And that's right, sir, and because the evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. And now the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. And then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor, and that's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. A suspicious person, yori. And what the heck is this guy doing? So what happened then? After that, sir, everything went white and I saw red and I blacked out. And when I came to, I was here in the detention center. How long were you out? Days? Might I ask, what happened to your hand? I thought there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. A bandage on his hand. Just like Miss Key. Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. First things first, tell us, how do you hurt your hand? I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy eye stalks, sir. If you have labeled me a perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me the victim. And I will be, but you happen to be in the detention and alive and well at that. Ah, yes, that's true. I suppose you could say that. Do you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'll say he leans heavily on the total stranger side. So you didn't know him? Sir, I work on a tiny department devoted to light or other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives. So if it was a total stranger, why did you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir, none. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. At least someone around here is more confused than I am. And about your bad hand, did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir, don't you think you should just confess? But sir, there's nothing I could do, nothing you could do. To tell you the truth, when it happened, when the detective pointed a knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. The next thing you knew, you were, huh? Then when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir, all alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared. What? Then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock, the sorrow, can you imagine how I felt? And the victim's body disappeared. Huh, and that's some story. Do you think you could take a look at this? Hey, that's it. That's what? My head was blank until a very moment ago, but now I remember, sir. You mean you remember what happened? Correct, that car was the cause of it all. This ID card. Exactly, sir, that's it. Nothing could be more exact, sir, nothing. I better pry into this once deeper. I better pry a little deeper. Can you tell me what do you remember? Well, sir, you might say I lost a little patrolman and I lost little lamb, if you will. I didn't know Detective Goodman who was in the evidence room, and that's why you thought he looked suspicious. And so I entered the evidence room and I asked the man to show me his ID card. Well, that sounded pretty much by the book so far. And that's it, bro. That's what I've been trying to tell you. So you asked Detective Goodman to show you his ID card. And what did he do? That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me. What? And sir, I assure you I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and leaped at him. And Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him. And do unto others before they do unto you. On my father's word, sir. And what happened then? Well, my eyes, sir, everything went right, and when I woke I was here. Right. So, Officer Mickey, why was it that they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Now Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman and the victim who he met at the scene of the crime didn't show his ID card. In other words, we had no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if his body just disappeared from the evidence, we don't even know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir. That's what I wanted to say. And that's it. I say something along those lines, huh? But you still ended up here. And they told me that if I had to be him, sir, on the day at that time, and Detective Goodman was definitely on the evidence, and that's what they say. But you don't remember the events clearly. No, but the videotape is quite clear. Huh, the videotape. From the security camera. And the crime I swore to stamp out is there, is me on the tape. Oh. And you waiting until now to tell us? I'm sorry, sir, and I hand over my badge and I don't deserve it. No thanks, I have my own. Well, I guess we better check out the crime scene. Fair 23 Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. Hey, Mr. Wright, look who's standing at the chief's desk. It's Police Chief Gant. And you're sure this is all? Oh, you know, it means if there's anything missing. Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. And we checked all of his drawers and lockers and garbage bags and under his desk cushion behind his computer monitor inside his personal coffee machine. I say, well, if anything turns out, just call me right away, deal? Yes, sir. And we'll scour the place again, sir. And the chief detective looks very flustered. Ha 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 ha. Right on, my boy. How you been? Swimming much? Oh, she's got me reporting for duty, sir. And why you saluting him, Mr. Wright? Is Ashford going to be okay? Oh, worthy. Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him. Sounds like an inquisition. Yeah, and they had no end of trouble with the boys since last year. And you mean the incident of the Gore Lake? It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sitting in the defender's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right, Righto? Von Karma. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year history, but in court you fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence. Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of a turmoil, you might say. Well, they'll just about anything to restore their reputation, and now depending on what the inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. And what? It's downright odd, I tell you. The detective getting killed in their turf too, I mean. They're being the prosecutors, I assume. And scientifically speaking, it's impossible. And yes, and that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time, that's what it says. And what evidence is this? Now, Righto, and I can't give away all of our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little bit sensitive and I can't talk about it. I wasn't expecting much anyway. And you know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff, secrets. I can't stand them. But you know, you can't handle the truth. It's a full-time job just keeping the chief of the detectives trap shut. He was the one you were picking on earlier. You saw that? Whoops. I wonder what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do. And let's see if I can kind of discreetly ask him. Oh, sorry you had to see that. What exactly did the chief of police want you to do? Well, see over there, that's Goodman's desk, and he wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue, and they took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. So now somebody else to the Goodman is still here. Of course not. Well, except for this. Well, you kept something. Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item. Did Detective Goodman lose something? The dead on it is February 21. Better make a note of that just in case. A Goodman's lost item. I have written document dated 2/21 and can only be submitted to the chief of police. I should really get back to investigating the police department's crime scene. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. No, well, I never thought the day would come when Writer would ask me for help. I was wondering if you could investigate the evidence room. No, Ryder. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate after all. Ryder, please, do I look like a selfish man? Huh. Heck, if anyone asks me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'll give them $50, no problem. Go ahead, investigate the room to your heart content, knock yourself out. It just goes to show you never know until you ask. And for you here, you can borrow this. Hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it? That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it. Yes, sir, it's an honor. And just run along and do your best now. Later, folks. Hey, it looks pretty cool on my label, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID. You seem happy. Yes, sir, because, sir, we get to go into the evidence room now, sir. I think this place is bad influence on the girl. The evidence room is behind the door. And we have the ID card from the cheat scan. And let's just walk in. It won't open. Aha, the card reader is turned off, see? And what is the security guard thinking? Howdy, howdy, partners, and what was made my bambina's sky so great? Officer Marshall, why does it have to be him? And why does it have to be him looked for? And you may have surmised there is my saloon. We're here to investigate the crime scene. Yeehaw, and the car you got there is on your chest, and that's better than the sheriff's badge in these parts. Yeehaw. Well, while you're standing there, get along, little doggies. The crime scene's awaiting. It looks like the card reader's on again. And while we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. Sorry, Cabo, but I got no mind to tangle with your hombres. And you're busy then. Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres. Let's feed him. That spell reminds me of Texas. So, Officer Marshall. Now, I just saw a special television the other day. Is this from my baby? Yeah, Miss Star. And what's this? What's wrong? A filet steak lunch. I see. I don't see. I wonder what it means. Steak lunch given to Officer Marshall. Alright, Bambina, you win. Ask him anything, you smack. Finally, it seems like he's willing to talk. Officer Marshall, you're in charge of the security room, evidence room, right? And you got your eyes partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Sir Mickey's at the detention center told us. Ah, the poor little doggy. Poor guy, and I accused his name wrong and called him Meeklings. And he told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you went at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this, but since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, it might not look at it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know. And then you like went to cosplay as a marshal and like drink all the time. So what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place? Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on my way back to my steep Sippy. Not he was riding down the highway on his horse named Sippy. And there's no need for people here now anyhow, and the new Fanglander machines do a bang of job keeping an eye on the place. And you made the security camera system. And they'll take the machines much, and kind of like the stew and broccoli, they sneak the nest, you know, to your steak, you know. Well, my food is ready, so I'm gonna call it a day for this.